Okie dokie. Next instalment, so to speak. Right, okay. Where have we got to? Right, okay, well, as we can see, we've got VFR 750 front ending. So, there we go. We've got our VFR 750 front end, forks, and yokes. So what I had to do with this, just for info really, this stem is the stem from the actual bottom yoke on the VFR. So basically all I did is the stem from the VF yokes, obviously, I just ground a little weld at the bottom under there, ground a little weld off, put it in my press, and a little bit warm, not much, just heated it up a little bit with a blow lamp, and bang, it pressed out. And would you believe, it's a direct replacement. It even looks like this one, it's just longer. So there we go. The stem goes, even the bearing sizes on here where the bearing sizes are, is the same. So just put that down there for the minute. So yeah, what we've got then is the stem's now in, so we're now on VFR, the 750 forks, and we've now got yokes. So there's the top yoke in. Interestingly, I have also bought an 800 front wheel, so front wheel mudguard forks, and the 800 is slightly wider, but the offset, if you like, here, this measurement here is the same, it's just slightly wider. But that now alters things, because that makes it would be difficult to use the 800 front wheel in this bike. Some may say, why do you want to? Well, the front wheel I've got is in a bit better nick, and the discs are in better nick. In fact, it's there, down the side in there, look. Side of my busy garage that everybody seems to can just chuck stuff in at the minute. Anyway, there we go. So there's the 800 front wheel. I've got another 800 rear wheel there. But yeah, so I'm going to stick to the 750, I think. The discs off that 800 wheel may fit this, but then again, I think it's 100 quid on eBay for a set of decent new discs. So, but yeah, so where are we? What we've got is we've got a front wheel in there that we've now got. We can put modern brakes on. Well, I'll say modern, but a bit more rated brakes, and more to the point is the tyre choice. Okay, so we've got a 17-inch front wheel in there now, and yeah, so basically I've stripped a lot of it back now. I'm getting ready to actually take the engine out. There, actually just through there, look, they're the 800 forks. Now, I looked on eBay and everywhere else, and I thought, oh, them stanchions, they look quite long, they're what I need. But actually, I do believe they're slightly shorter than the 750 ones. So, I'm sticking with what I've got for the minute. I'm going to run the 750 front end, like I've said there. So, next, do you know, even the original lock fits just through the hole, the space. I don't have to alter anything. Okay, so the original lock off the top yoke, VF top yoke, fits the VFR top yoke. It's like, wow, as if it was meant to be there, you know. So that's my original ignition lock. So it's one key fits all on this bike as well. So there we go. The carbs I sold the other day, hi Carson, so they've gone over to America. The forks have gone to Tom in Nottingham. Hi Tom, forks and calipers off the old bike, so they've been sold. Anyway, moving on. So what I've got to do, where am I? I've done our strengthener. I've used the original tank mount, just where it's been welded. It wants a little bit of a, so I've used our old tank mounts, that's in the right place, and off the suspension mounting, the Ducati suspension mounting, I've done a drop down straight down through to where the original suspension picked up with a rose joint on the end. That gives it the torsion as it's trying to push this frame upwards. Obviously it had a tube through here originally. These two now can be like torsion bars for it, etc. So it's to kind of use this up, to use it for something. Okay, so I do believe that'll be okay. The bit I really like now is, as we move round, look at our rear wheel. Oh yes, we've got the big rear wheel in now. Okay, so again, we're going to have good tyre choice. The wheel's a bit scabby. I don't know which is the better one, that one or this one, but a bit scabby. But I am going to send them away and have them powder coated gold, so it remain, you know, it keeping in the look. It's just a matter of building it at the minute, sorting everything out. So there we go, as we can see there. So I woke up to stupid amounts of snow this morning, which was yeah, that's a bit of a, wasn't expecting that, as they say. So there we go, just got a chain guard. I've got to look at how this is going to fit. It's a little bit tight down there for that one, but I'll sort that out. Yeah, rear wheeling, loving that, absolutely loving that, and the forks in. So, and as we can see, the bike there. So yeah, we've got a lot of it done. I know what I do need to have. This is one I've just made, this bracket here. So basically make that's where the side panel is going to be when I get it's somewhere within around that, and we'll weld at the back of it down the frame there. So that's obviously for the rubber to go in and the pop for the side panel to go through there. Probably utilise this flat side of this and this to utilise mounting for a bit of a heat shield. So original rear master cylinder, obviously I'm going to have to, only a short original pipe, I'm going to have to change all that and get a routing through to the caliper, which I have actually got a good caliper on there. So we've got a good caliper in there. It's a bit dark in here, but good second-hand caliper. So I've got a good caliper. I mean, when I've done it, all this stuff's going away for vapor blasting, so it'll come back like new then. So yeah, what problem have I come across? Right, my next problem is, because the frame's actually been widened out slightly, the belly pan that I absolutely must have is, these mounting points are too wide for it now. So as I've done on the other side there, these need to be picked off and welded, I don't know, like 10mm each side further in to keep the mounting. But then, as I noticed, this header and that header pipe is a little bit close to the plastic when you put the plastic up, so I'm going to redo this header. I'm just going to redo that header and just move it in a little bit, and obviously the same with that one. Then I need to just reposition this radiator slightly in the middle, because it's just a bit biased this side. Yeah, radiator mountings here as well, obviously take them off. I've got a measurement from the 2 pins on the radiator, they need to change as well. So, but yeah, there we go, we have the 750 front wheel in and forks in. This is glue. That's glue on there. The forks are actually not too bad here. You see, okay, so progress. Yeah, we do have progress. There's the forks, I would say. So it's hey, there we go. So bit of buying bits, just it's knowing what fits what. So you know what, it's not really expensive stuff to buy, and you know, I've got a VFR 800 frame. I've even got another engine there. I've got a VFR 800 engine there. Who knows what we may come up with next? But anyway, another one of these chassis, another one of these bikes, perhaps an 800 motor in it. Ah, that leads me to what I did get with the 800 is all the injection stuff. Now then, the mind boggles here. Carburetors, injection. Could it be made to work? Right, it works on a different coolant temperature sensor. My understanding of that of the 800. Now here on the heads, on the rear bank, there's a camshaft position sensor that obviously it's going to need. Plus the pickup inside here is different. In fact, I've got another engine here. Let's quickly look at that. So there we have a cam position sensor. This is scrap, this engine, so, but a cam position sensor there looking at the inlet cam on the back bank. Okay, now the trigger, and if you've seen that, the trigger ring there is, and they're equally spaced, these. So it's just got one pickup. So the way the ECU knows where everything is by this. So this is super important, this camshaft position sensor. So and obviously a more, I think it's a 3 or 4 wire coolant temperature sensor that it's working from. But the reason I've gone off down that road is, what would I need to alter the throttle bodies and the injection to make the injection fit the 750? The things we do to ourselves, eh? So I'd need to make this boss. Could I get that to fit on a VFR head? Could I get the ring, the reluctor ring inside it? Could I get that in the same place as what it is on a VFR engine? And could it, could it be done? I don't know. The things we do to ourselves, but what I am going to do is, oh, excuse me there, fingers in the way. What I am going to do is, I'm going to have a look at it, but I'm not 100% sure. You see, it won't matter. It wouldn't matter that the angle it was looking at it, the angle it was looking at the cam, as long as wherever you put, say you put it up here on the camshaft, just for instance, you put it up here on the cam, on the end of the cam, or and you move the ring round to correspond. It's a long shot, but what I mean is, I wonder if it could be done. I do wonder, because that does have 180 crank in it. The 800 has a 180 crank in it, as does the 750. The VF has a 360 crank in it, so it would kind of work. The firing order is the same off the 750 as off the 800. So I don't know. Just food for thought. I've got it all. I've absolutely got it all. It's one of them, do you have a go? Anyway, it may be something that I play with later, I don't know. So that's where we've got to. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it. I love the back wheeling. I love the single-sided swinging arming. It's time to actually take it to bits now again, get everything off, and finish the welding. Finish the welding around the back that I can't get to in everywhere while it's all built. So finish the welding, and then have the frame sent. Get the frame either powder coated or painted. The rest of it is going to be back on its original mountings. Everything just goes back where it was. The only other thing I do need is the different shock, because I don't need this reservoir here. I need either a single shock Ducati shock, a monster shock, for instance, that doesn't have that, or one that has it with the gas reservoir in a vertical position rather than a horizontal one, because that interferes with our original little black plastic mudguard, and it's just wrong. So look, until you got these things in your hand, you don't know, do you? So we know the engine's a runner, so this engine's going to come out, like I say, to finish the welding, and then obviously cleaned up and prepped. So yeah, there we go. Her indoors is doing the hoovering, as you can probably hear. So there we go. Rear wheeling, front wheeling. Oh yes, I do like it. Okay, I hope it's of interest. If not, have a look at something else. But I hope it's of interest, and I'm just showing you warts and all, the problems that you get with it. We're trying to do it, how big a job it was to do it. But you know what? When it's done, I'm quite happy with its progress at the minute. Yeah, it looks rough. Everything still looks rough. It's old flaky paint, etc. on the wheels. And discs, them discs are terrible. Like they are, I'm probably going to get new discs. In fact, I do have another swinging arm down there near my steps. Another swinging arm there and a wheel. If anybody wants to know what's involved in it, and drop me a line if you want to go that way yourself. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'll sign off, and I'll keep you updated as we move on.